way back then that 37 years later, Ghostbusters would still be a huge part of your life?
Yeah, I would have said, yeah, right, sure it will be. I got to find a job now.
It was a family affair as Ghostbusters stars, new and old, graced the red carpet for the world premiere of Ghostbusters Afterlife and couldn't stop gushing to The Hollywood Reporter about the nostalgic latest installment to the iconic franchise.
I was blown away. Everybody that I knew was blown away. Not many films checked as many boxes as Ghostbusters. It was really funny. It was kind of scary. It was a subject that we didn't really see very many things about.
Who you gonna call?
Ghostbusters! 37 years following the release of the original film, Ghostbusters Afterlife follows a single mother, played by Carrie Coon, and her two children, played by McKenna Grace and Finn Wolfhard, who move to a new town and soon discover they have a connection to the original Ghostbusters. The nostalgic film has fans reuniting with many of the beloved original cast, including Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, and Ernie Hudson.
It's so amazing that, yeah, after all these years, people are loving it, and we're here. This is something I would never imagine.
Family is at the heart of this film, with father-son duo Ivan and Jason Reitman behind the film, with the latter taking over directing duties from his father, who directed the original films.
And there's literally no words for it. You know, I got to make a movie with my father side by side, and not only that, but pick up this film that is so important to him, my family, and Ghostbusters fans around the world. I remember test screenings of it. I remember traveling with my dad to go see it around the world. I remember being scared of it. I remember it making me laugh. I remember dancing to the theme song and dressing up as a Ghostbuster for Halloween.
It was a really emotional experience for me, and I think for everybody, for the new young cast and for the old cast.
The film also pays homage to Harold Ramis, the adored late comic who played Egon Spengler in the franchise, with the cast calling this very much a Spengler film.
I think the honoring of Harold is really very, very important. Harold was the glue that held this whole thing together.
The voice of Harold Ramis has always been really important for Gil and I, and that was the only way we could imagine making this movie for Harold.
I live in Chicago, which is Harold's old stomping ground, and he has a beautiful reputation among my colleagues there, and so it felt especially poignant for me to be able to participate in a movie that is honoring him so beautifully, because he's really special in my town.
Alongside Carrie Coon, newcomers to the franchise include Paul Rudd, with some comparing his role in the film to the likes of Louis Tully.
I mean, hardly, because when you talk about genuine comedy idols, or the best of the bunch, Rick Moranis is, I don't know many people that are funnier than Rick Moranis.
The film also features a notable cameo from Reitman's frequent collaborator, J.K. Simmons. The actor also had some wise words for Rudd, who is this year's newly minted People's Sexiest Man Alive.
I hope they'll be patient and kind with this kid, Paul Rudd, who's, kind of taking over the mantle. I think he's probably going to have a good career ahead of him. I share that affliction. It's tough being a pretty face.
But speaking of having a long career ahead of them, the latest Ghostbusters now focuses on a new generation of stars who many have called the future of the franchise.
This morning I was talking with Mr. Dan, and he was like, we're giving you the torch. You're the one who's carrying it. And I was like, sir, I don't know about that. But I mean, I can't believe it. I mean, it's really weird to think about that I've made it onto a Ghostbusters film. I don't know how. I keep on looking around in all these interviews because I'm still taking it in.
It's weird to me, honestly. I've never been to any red carpet. I've never done a movie before. I mean, I've only done Ghostbusters, so being a part of this franchise is just a huge thing for me, and I'm really proud of it.
And it's a story that's been told for so many generations that I feel like it's so important and exciting that I get to be a part of it.
The young stars also spilled what it was like sharing the screen with such iconic talent.
I mean, it's Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd and Ernie Hudson. Just seeing them in the flesh is like, somebody pinch me, I think I'm dreaming.
I was really excited to meet Ernie Hudson, and he was the sweetest. I remember the first day we met, he came up to me and gave me the biggest hug and was just welcome to the Ghostbusters family. It was just the sweetest moment ever.
The chemistry of the tight-knit cast was on full display on the red carpet as many of the beloved stars reunited for the big night.
I'm working with this guy.
This is my eyes in me. We go back. We go back a while.
And as for what longtime Ghostbusters fans can look forward to in this newest installment,
But I also love that Phoebe, that McKenna Grace is the center of our film. She's an extraordinary young actor, and the character is a nerdy girl scientist, and I think we need more of that.
This is a real tribute to family and legacy, and part of that, Ivan and Jason. I'm so it's all a part of that, and I think the fans have been like family. I always say you're part of our Ghostbuster family, and I think they're going to get that watching this movie.
Ghostbusters Afterlife is out now in theaters. For more on the story, head to THR.com. For the Hollywood Reporter News, I'm Neha Joy.